You're looking live at Des Moines there, right there on the river. We'll be heading out there this weekend for the big summit. Conservatives, possible political candidates in 2016, all meeting there about 1 year before the Iowa caucuses, almost exactly 1 year. We're back with our panel. Friday lightning round, the big winner, Steve's pick. Okay, Steve.
Well, it's Friday. It's crazy. I know this is early, but I thought this was sort of a fun question to ask. So my question to the fellow panelists is, if I gave you $100, sent you to Las Vegas to bet on the candidate most likely to be the Republican nominee, how would you allocate your funds?
Your chips.
Your chips, yes.
40 on Rubio, 30 on Bush, 15 on Scott Walker, and I blow the rest on booze.
All right, leave it right there. Put Charles back up there. 40 on Rubio?
I like Rubio.
He's my underestimated dark horse candidate who threads his way. Young, energetic, he's got a program. And I think if he runs against Hillary, the contrast, say the vigor, the energy, that Kennedy-esque idea, will be a major one.
But a significant bet on Jeb Bush.
Right, but it's the booze that I'm looking forward to.
I'm with you. I should have done that.
It's Friday.
I should have done that. All right,
Amy.
I went a little bit wimpy in that I put a lot on the rest of the field, but I put the biggest amount of money on Scott Walker. I mean, he to me is somebody who he makes every section of the base happy, or at least he doesn't make anybody angry. He's a governor. He's underestimated. The biggest knock on him is he's boring, but I'd rather be boring than have positions that the base doesn't like or have an inability to raise money. I put a little money on Bush, although I still think he's going to have a tough time getting on the primary. I was going to put $10 on Rubio. I do. I think he is underestimated. My question about the young and the vigor thing is, does it work against him in the sense that people say, gosh, the last time we had a one-term senator who came with a state legislative background,
And you can be sure that
They're
his
gonna talk about
opponents,
that a
the
lot.
Republican
Yeah.
opponents, will say that.
All right, what did you do?
So it's interesting to hear you two, because I thought I was crazy with the way that I had allocated my money. I put 30 on Walker, 30 on Rubio, 15 on Bush as sort of the establishment chalk, 10 on Ted Cruz, and 15 on the field.
Yeah.
And I think, for basically the same reasons that you all do. I think Rubio and Walker have a similar profile in that they can be acceptable to the establishment. They could generate some enthusiasm from the Tea Party. And they both are sort of young, optimistic, upbeat candidates. I think that's a message that's likely to sell pretty well.
As the House, I'll put 100 on the field. But Steve, no chips in this panel for Mitt Romney. And no chips, I mean, the field, obviously.
Yeah.
Right.
But there doesn't seem to be a lot of chips up on Capitol Hill if you ask people to put chips in this bet on Mitt Romney.
There really isn't. I mean, talking to Republicans and conservatives around the country on the phone, in person over the past, weeks, and since Romney sort of made it clear that he was at least thinking seriously about running, you're just not finding much enthusiasm from any of the different pockets of the Republican Party. The most enthusiasm for Mitt Romney comes from the people who enthusiastically supported him before or worked for him. Right. Otherwise, you're just not hearing anybody, at least in my phone calls, saying we have to have Mitt Romney as the nominee again this time.
Okay, bets are closed. Charles, winner or loser?
Winner, Tom Brady. I think he gets away with it. And when I write the movie, there's going to be a scene in which he's standing in the locker room and within earshot of the equipment manager and the ball boys, and he says, "Will no one rid me of these troublesome, overinflated footballers?" Loser, U.S. in the Middle East. We just talked about it. Obama's highly touted ally in the region, president of Yemen, is gone. The big winners, Al-Qaeda of the Arabian Peninsula, and of course Iran.
Winners and losers?
All right, so for my winner, I'm going to say the state of Iowa. The fact that many people around this table are going to be there, including many of our colleagues. Money's getting spent. Iowa's happy. It's going to be another year of cha-ching for restaurants and hotels and things like that, and center of attention. For my losers, I got to pick the NFL. I mean, between concussions, abuse, spousal abuse, and now we spent a whole day talking about balls.
Yes.
That was
Steve?
unfortunate.
This is true. My loser is Renee Elmers, who more than anyone created this big controversy where none previously existed by objecting to a popular pro-life bill. And the kicker, of course, is that she backed the same exact bill.
20-week
in
abortion ban.
2013. Correct. Yes. My winner is Larry Hogan, the new governor of the People's Republic of Maryland, who is a conservative, was sworn in this week, and before he was sworn in, gave a warning to cabinet agencies that they should expect that their budgets will be cut. Pretty
That
gutsy.
was the biggest upset probably of the election. Thank you, panel. That's it for the panel. That was fun gambling.